Shalom, Bruchim Habaim. Welcome to this video. My name is Ruth Avni. Some call me the Verb Queen, and I am a passionate Hebrew teacher focusing on Hebrew verbs. Yes, it is my passion. How did that happen? Well, that I tell you in a couple of minutes. But now, first of all, what are we going to talk about in this video? We are going to talk about the verb to say. When do we use lomar? When do we use להגיד? And how? In what tenses? That can be terribly confusing. Let's start. So let's start and get the confusion out of the way. And before we do that, let me tell you, I walked in your shoes. I also went to Ulpan. I studied Hebrew verbs, and I thought it would never be clicking until it did, but I put a lot of effort in it. And when it had clicked, I decided that I want to show others how easy it can be if somebody gives you the right explanation. When I started learning Hebrew, I was already fluent in 5 European languages, and I just could not accept that Hebrew was supposed to escape me. I didn't let it escape, and this is why I'm here today. And believe me, all the frustration that you have, I had it too. But we are going to kill it. And if you want to know more about me and my resources, my books, and my courses, well, here below, this is my website. But now we are going to talk about to say. The verb to say has 2 verbs in Hebrew that you might already know. There is להגיד and there is לומר. Now, is there a different register or something? So, yes and no. Here at the infinitive level, yes, we could say that להגיד is a little bit more informal than lomar. For example, if I want to say something rather informal, for example, hey, I want to tell you something important. I say this to a friend or to somebody at work. That is informal. So in this case, I would say, אני רוצה להגיד לך משהו חשוב. להגיד. Okay? So, but if I want to say something formal, let's say at the end of a business dinner, at the end of a conference, I would maybe say something like, I want to say a few words to finish. And here I would say, אני רוצה לומר כמה מילים לסיום. לומר. Okay, so this is one explanation. But the distinction between informal and formal, we are only making at the infinitive level. What does that mean? Well, that means that when it comes to the tenses, and I mean those here, tenses, right? Here there is a distinction that has nothing to do with formal or informal. Here we come to this issue that some verbs have their origin in the Bible, but they did not make it 100% into modern Hebrew. Let me show you. Present tense, we use lomar. The same is true for the past tense. I told her, אני אמרתי לה, Okay, but future tense and imperative, here we use להגיד. Yes, this is the naked truth of להגיד and לומר. And if you told me that nobody told you, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. This is unfortunately what is happening in the teaching of Hebrew verbs. There's always something that nobody told you, right? That's why you're here today. Okay, so let's see. We are now taking a sentence through different tenses, and there you will see the difference. So I am telling you, this is lomar. I told you, lomar. I will tell you, Here you use להגיד. And now in tell me, here you also use להגיד. You might have heard that in Israel or somewhere else, תגיד, תגידי. That is what is happening. It is the imperative, and this is why people say תגיד or תגידי or תגידו. You never hear anything else. And this is not about formal or informal. So before we come to an end of this video, some of you might ask themselves, well, is it actually lomar or לאמור? Because the root of this verb is aleph mem resh. Right. So here is another explanation. Today in modern Hebrew, it is lomar, exactly as written here. And this is modern Hebrew. Now, לאמור, this is a biblical fossil, so to say. So this is a leftover from old times. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I hope I see you in the next video. Shalom.